Hello, and hopefully this is the first of many of the Gentleman Jugcast, starring myself, Gentleman Jug, and my son, who I'm gonna go ahead and refer to as Son.
Hello, I am Son.
Okay, so with that being said, what do we do? Okay, so basically, what Jug and Son are going to be doing is we're going to be talking about uh, most comic book movies, possibly video games, and even might throw in some wrestling in there. With that being said, what we're going to go ahead and talk about is the very first movie, which is going to be a DC movie called Flashpoint Paradox. You probably heard it. It came out in 2013. And we're talking spoilers on this entire movie. So if you haven't seen this movie, don't listen to this podcast. Um, so, what did you think about the movie, son?
Well, I thought it was a good movie.
That's it?
It had good animation.
Good movie, good animation. All right, it's a good first start, son. All right, whatever. Okay, so I thought this movie was also good, and there you go. So I guess what was that podcast over now, son?
Yeah.
No. Okay, so basically in this movie, from how I understand it, son, it's basically like a jumping off point for the new 52 variant of comics that they were coming out with. And in theirs, it kind of started with the Flashpoint Paradox comic book, right? So, with that being said, this movie basically is going to take that perspective on this movie, right? So, in this particular movie, it's going to be basically mostly a Flash story. And in this movie, at the very beginning, you're going to see like a kind of Flash origin story where he's hanging out with his moms, and they're running in like
Like down a street.
yeah, down a street, basically like a freeway, just doing their thing. And then later on, you cut to him actually, witnessing his mom's death, like she's dead already.
Yeah.
Okay, so they basically Bruce Wayne this kid,
Yeah.
right?
Except there was no dad.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's like, baby Jesus.
Yeah.
So, all right, fine. Little Flash Jesus
Yeah.
is out there, and then his whole thing happens. But by the time we actually pick up in this story, like they kind of cut to an actual Justice League, so you get to see like Justice League like in their prime, I guess.
Yeah. You got Prime Superman, Prime Batman.
I mean, are they Earth One? I don't know. I don't think so.
I never said so.
They didn't say nothing, and that's how most of these freaking stories go. Usually, they're just like, "Oh, it's a different Earth," and you don't get to know.
Or maybe it is Earth 1, but then it isn't.
So that'd be Earth Prime,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Earth Prime, then we'll say for the purposes of this review, we will say Earth Prime. That this is Earth Prime. Okay. So in this Earth Prime, basically, the Justice League is out and they're doing shit. Like
Yeah.
they're doing shit. Okay. But this one is mostly focusing on Flash and his rogues gallery, right? So with the Flash and his rogues gallery, they're out there freaking doing the whole shebang of bang. So you got like Mirror Master, you got like this other character named Top, you got Heatwave out there, Captain Cold's out there,
Cat Boomerang.
Captain Boomerang's doing the damn thing, and then also one of my favorite villains, Zoom and or Reverse Flash. They're practically the same, but they're different, right?
Yeah.
But in this purpose of this movie, though, it's like they're saying Eobard Thawne, who is Reverse Flash.
But they also say Zoom.
They've been calling him Zoom, and we both know that that's not him. That'd be Hunter Zolomon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's just the thing with comics. They're confusing.
right. Like, hey, he practically is the other person, but he's the same, but he's different. It's weird, but whatever. I don't care. I like the character, whether he is Zoom or whether he is Reverse Flash, whether he's Hunter or whether he's Eobard.
Well, on our Prime Earth here, it's Zoom.
Okay, So we'll keep on going. I don't know what in the fuck that was. So Anchor, which is what we're using to download this episode, decided to go ahead and cut out after 5 minutes. Look, as you can tell, this is probably our first time. Whatever. We don't give a shit. You give a shit?
Well, it's because you said Reverse Flash, and we're talking about Prime Earth.
All right, son. So, as I was saying, we got back to see Reverse Flash sit there and have his master plan, and his master plan ended up freaking being a thing where he decided he was going to go ahead and blow up all of Flash's rogues gallery in the Flash Museum, and he was also going to sit there and blow up the Flash along with himself because of some goo that he got all over the Flash. And the Justice League came in and decided, let's go ahead and stop it. Superman freaking grabs I'm assuming that was Top, and freaking held a bomb in his hand until it blew up. Batman went up into space with Green Lantern. Wonder Woman sat there and freaking froze Leonard Snart. His name is Captain Cold. I guess I like using their full names. She froze his balls and then freaking threw the bomb into the water, into the water, wherever she threw it. She threw it, and he was like, "All right," But at the very end, though, when the day's been saved and stuff like that, the Flash at some point decides that he's going to go ahead and run into the future and do what he does. We don't know this, so like I said, spoiler, which is exactly what we just did. That's what we do here on the Jugg and Son podcast. We just basically spoil the end of the movie, right?
It came out in 2013. You should have seen it by now.
Well, yeah. So, in any case, what'd you think about the voices?
Well, they're all good voices, but I needed to hear Captain Cold a little bit more.
Why did you need to hear him a little bit more?
Just because it's Captain Cold. He should have been there more. He didn't say anything.
I mean, but it wasn't his story, though.
I know, but he was there. I needed some voice from him.
Okay, fine, whatever. Look, I thought that the voice of Batman, Kevin Conroy has been playing Batman forever. I thought that he was great. So he's always great. He's the Batman that I think of in my head when I hear Batman. That's the voice. Just like I always think of Mark Hamill as the voice of Joker in my head when I read the comics. That's the Joker voice that I hear. That's just how it is. Been hearing Batman and Joker since, I don't know, the show came out when Batman Returns came out. I forget the year, probably 91, 92. The show came out around that time, and that's what I've been hearing my whole life is that. So, but that being said, though, I think the guy that they had play for the new Batman in the Flashpoint, I forget his name. I forgot his name.
You're talking about Thomas Wayne Batman, though, right?
Yeah. It's Thomas Wayne. I'm thinking that Jeffrey Dean Morgan, the guy who played Thomas Wayne in the Batman v Superman movie, I think that guy could play this Batman.
Yeah, he could.
Like, if they do a Flashpoint movie, they should, do that. Like, have that dude.
Yeah.
Be Batman. And, have, Martha, I think her name is Lauren Cohen. You probably don't watch the show The Walking Dead, but she is on that show as far as I know. I haven't watched past season blah, 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 blah. At some point in time, I just stopped watching it. But, I think that she should also go ahead and, play Martha Joker.
Well, plus Martha Joker would be the most deadly villain because her name was enough to make Batman and Superman stop fighting.
Well, in that movie. But we're getting sidetracked. Okay, this is all Flashpoint. This isn't about, Batman and Superman. We'll get there sometime. Not today, but we'll get there. But one of the voices I don't like on that one is Lex Luthor's. He's played by this cat named Steve Blum. And Steve Blum is Steve Bloom he's fine, I guess. I don't have a problem with him personally as a person, but his Lex Luthor just did not work for me. It just, it didn't have that Chauncey Brown, audible chocolate voice.
Yeah, that voice.
Um, I mean, there's been other guys besides him that can play Lex Luthor pretty well, but that's who I like.
Yeah.
Did I say Chauncey? His name is Clancy.
Yeah.
Clancy. Yeah. I mean, I'd much rather have Clancy play him. I'd much rather that voice be the one. But, I mean, pretty much everybody else is all right. Michael B. Jordan playing Cyborg. He's, cool.
Yeah, you got to talk to Obama.
He got to talk to Obama. Was that Obama in the movie? Did you think that's who that was?
That's who I thought it was.
I mean, they didn't say it was Obama. I didn't look at the credits to find out exactly who it was. I mean, probably it was Obama. I don't know.
But then again, they didn't say it wasn't.
Okay. I mean, maybe they did, though, in the credits. I don't know. I didn't. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I don't read the credits.
You should read the credits. There was another scene at the end of the credits.
No, I watched the scene at the end of the credits, but I don't read the credits. I usually just skip through them. Unless I'm watching a Marvel movie in a movie theater.
But do you even read those credits?
Well, no, I just sit there.
You just sit there.
Yeah.
You're an asshole.
No.
This other cat named Justin Chambers, he's the Flash. I thought he was fine.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with him. He did exactly what he needed to do, make me sit there and think he was the Flash, and that's exactly what he did. But getting back to the story though, I mean, like, it follows the Flashpoint comic book for the most part pretty well. I mean, you're gonna have different characters all along the way, and I would love to have gotten some more backstory. Maybe they could eventually at some point do like the Flashpoint Paradox world story, so you could actually see, Martha Joker and Thomas Batman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start calling them by their names.
Thomas Batman.
Thomas Batman.
Yeah, Thomas Batman fought Yo-Yo.
That was her name. Her name was Yo-Yo. I guess she was supposed to be a Harley Quinn type person, but I mean, I'm not sure. I think if I'm correct, she does work with Martha Batman.
That's what I thought.
But also in this freaking show, they got Vincent Cyborg,
yeah,
on here, and he doesn't know anything about no Flash or none of that nonsense. And basically, the actual story that I like is the actual story of Wonder Woman and Arthur Aquaman. It took me a while to get there. I like that. I like that story. How they were having a romance. Their budding romance was going great and everything like that. Then Mira gets jealous, decides, I'm going to fucking go and, I'm going to go end Wonder Woman. And then Wonder Woman ends her.
Yeah.
I would like to have seen that battle. That would have probably been awesome, but it was fine how it was. I'm not complaining too much about it, but it's like, if Arthur is going to sit there and freaking cheat on Mira with Diana, then why not, why is he so that upset?
I don't. Maybe she attacked an Atlantean. Doesn't like that.
Who knows? I don't. I sure as hell don't know. But what I do know is that I understand that in this particular movie that they hate each other with a passion. And a lot of this movie ends up kind of like all coming to a head with, all the characters basically, getting together and fucking deciding I'm going to go ahead and fight and I'm going to go ahead and kill each other and so on and so forth. They got Shazam. He's not really Shazam. I forget what his name was. It like,
It was the Shazam Kids.
It was the Shazam Kids, but I keep wanting to say he was Dr. Thunder, but that's not his name. Or was it just Thunder?
It might have been just Thunder.
Dr. Thunder, the knockoff Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and just call him Dr. Pepper then.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
So Dr. Pepper fights Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And at the very end, they end up, kind of telling us what it's all about. About basically, Zoom coming in, and he's like he dumps a whole load of exposition on us, and like all of like 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
And during that time, Zoom dumps his huge exposition dump on us about what Barry did. And then, pretty much while all this is going on, all the heroes are like fighting each other. Many are dying, being killed till they died.
Yeah.
And then
that's how dying works.
That's how dying works, right? So they're all being killed till they died. And then, freaking Superman shows up, which I forgot. We should talk about Superman. Dude has been in a bunker under red lamps this entire time. And he looks,
skinny.
Well, I mean, I guess skinny is a word, because like he came out and he was buff.
Well,
when he first came out in the prologue, as it were, he was buff.
Yeah.
It's like shatter my ankle, Superman. What the fuck? Let's do it raw. Let's go. And then he comes out here, and I'm like, he's not going to shatter anybody's ankles. But then he's scared because he's been, I don't know, been getting dicked around for 30 years.
He's been getting probed.
Yeah. He's been getting probed. Yeah, he's been getting probed for like 30 years. That's got to fuck up a dude's psyche, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're Superman or not. I just don't want a Superman right now. But he comes back in a big bad way though, because like when the shit's going down, he's the one who sits there and like shoots off Aquaman's arm.
Yeah. Takes
it off at the elbow.
Yes.
Which I'm like, that's got to be painful as fuck. Take it off at the elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes it off at the elbow, and then fucking all this is going on. He kind of saves the day, or is he just there?
Well, I thought he kind of just scared everyone off.
Because nobody's like, well, they don't know he's Superman, so they're just like, oh, this fucking guy.
Like, what's this guy doing here?
Yeah. But during that entire time, though, Aquaman has like a plan, right? Like a backup plan.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go ahead and nuke everything. Which, I don't think he's nuking the entire planet, but he is going to nuke some shit, right?
He's going to nuke where they are.
Yeah, he's going to nuke where they are. I don't think nukes at that point can nuke the planet, but I don't know how strong, what's his name? Is it Nuclear Man? It's not Nuclear Man.
No, that's a better character.
That's not a better character. Are you shitting me, son?
I think it's... Is it Captain Atom?
Captain Atom. That's not his name. Is it?
I'm not sure.
There's the Atom. I guess it is Captain Atom.
Yeah, I think it's Captain Atom.
There's two Atoms characters in the DC universe, and I didn't even realize that. That's like finding out that there's two Marthas, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go ahead and hammer that into the ground. Over the course of our podcasting, we're just gonna hammer that into the ground because it is the stupidest thing ever. But whatever. But he nukes like most of the freaking, I guess, that area where they're at, and they're all gonna die. And then, while that's going on, Flash is still kind of getting his little exposition dump from Zoom.
While he gets stabbed in the leg.
Yeah, he gets stabbed in the leg by some rebar.
Yeah.
Is what that is. And
Zoom just picked up out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, he could super sped and got it. I don't know. Exposition that's off camera, whatever. But the creme de la creme is Batman shoots this fucker in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Now I would think that Zoom could actually react faster to the speed of sound, since he can basically run at the speed of light, right?
Yes.
So with that being said, Zoom does die, and then Flash, decides to run back to the future and freaking take his own self out. Which the Flash that takes him out is a technically weaker Flash, but takes out this healthy, rested Flash. So it's like, okay, so is Barry stronger
than Barry?
Than Barry, who is healthy? Is a weak Barry healthy or stronger than a healthy Barry? I guess is the question, right?
Yes. Or maybe you get stronger by getting lit on fire.
He did get lit on fire trying to get his powers back.
It's like when you get lit on fire, then a flame awakens in you.
at the very end of this movie, Barry manages to get back to his home world, right?
Yes.
He stops other Barry from doing his thing, and then he goes back and talks to Batman. Tells Batman the whole story, and you can kind of tell that Batman isn't really hearing it. Like, he's like, whatever, you fucking did some shit, whatever, I don't give a fuck.
Whatever, just a normal Tuesday.
You just did it Tuesday. Yeah, I do this kind of thing all the time. I save the world every fucking day. Okay, I don't need to hear your shit. And then Flash presents him with the freaking letter from his dad, because Thomas Wayne gave him a letter like, give this to Bruce when you get back, and so he did. And then Bruce sits there and rolls a couple tears, and then I rolled a couple tears, because I was like, yeah, that's a sad moment.
Well, I mean, I didn't cry. I've watched so many CW. I can't cry anymore.
Well, you mean so much CW Flash.
Yeah. I can't cry anymore. I've already watched CW Flash. I've been trained for this.
I have no more tears to shed.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but that's pretty much the end of the movie. And like you said, you thought it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a rating system in play. Should we make a rating system?
Out of 5 or out of 10?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Well, let's go 5. Okay. So I'll give it like a 4 out of 5.
I'll give it a 4 out of 5 as well.
Okay. All right.
Or no, 4.5 out of 5.
See, you don't be a dick. Okay. I'm gonna give it a 4.28 out of 10 or whatever the fuck we say. What did we say? 4 out of 5?
Yeah.
Okay, 4 out of 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, it's a 4.
Okay, so 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. I recommend that it's watched. I liked it. It sounds like Son liked it as well. And we'll go ahead and call that an episode. As our first one. I guess we'll figure out at some point in time how we can sit there and make things better, adding music and making other things better.
Music? What kind of music?
I don't know. I don't know. This is my first one. I don't know. So we're gonna figure it out, and hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll continue with the next one. Which you'll find out when we make it.
Yeah.
Which will be hopefully next week.
Yeah. It'll come out when it's ready.
No, we're not gonna pull a cyberpunk. We're not gonna pull that shit. We need to freaking come out with like an episode like a week or something. At least until we start going on vacations and such. Then
yeah.
Pre-recording episode. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that, and we'll talk to you on the next one
when it's ready.